Welcome to the Moyne Way Podcast, where we explore the people, ideas, and everyday moments that shape life here at Moyne College. Told through authentic stories, open conversations, and the spirit that makes this community one of purpose and belonging. Thanks for joining us this week on the Moyne Way Podcast. We have a special guest, Michael Pastrana, a.k.a. Big Mike.
What's going on?
My guy in the building. How you doing today, brother?
Super honored to be here. I see all the events on campus that get going on, and to finally kind of like be a part of one is like sick. It's so sick.
I mean, it's
so sick.
It's sick for me too because we recently met, probably like 2 months ago when I first got here.
Speaking about just like some crazy stuff,
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
like some
yeah,
philosophical stuff, some theology stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Just all that stuff combined. I think it's like the full academic process to be able to speak to people is probably the most fun thing. You know what I mean? That's the gaps I have in the day I use for socialization with people besides students.
I see it, bro. I see it.
It's awesome though. It's so cool.
For people who don't know, who is Big Mike, and also what brought you to Moyne?
Cool. Yeah. So I'm from. I was born in New York. At age 14, I moved to Montgomery, Alabama, and then when I moved to Montgomery, Alabama, growing up, I always took trips down there, and then I got to a certain age where I was going to be able to kind of make my own decisions. I went to high school. I did homeschool down there, and then I graduated high school at 19, and then I took a gap year. I had some family sick. I had ankle surgery, so I went home back to Alabama and took care of some family in the fall, and then was able to get healthy in the spring. And then I visited Moyne. I first applied. I got in touch with the coaching staff there, here, and then on my visit, I just fell in love with Moyne.
Wow.
Like, within the first 2 minutes of me sitting down in the James Commons, President Linda Lamore just comes running down the aisle, running down the aisle. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
And I was able to speak to her. And I have a lot of friends who don't even know the president at their own school, whether if it's a school of 2,500 or 30,000, they don't even know this person exists. So if that was the way the highest person or the person with the most busiest schedule or salary or any way you want to look at it is treating me, there's no way people other besides her or people of the same importance is going to treat me like that as well.
That's deep.
Like if that's the standard, there's no way.
Wow.
And I felt like I went to Syracuse a bunch growing up. I always went to the State Fair, get the fried dough, the Dippin' Dots, the rides. And I came up here for some winters for snow and all that stuff. Yeah. But when I visited Moyne, I was like, this is absolutely awesome. And I didn't even know about the cool things like Dolphy Day or the Earth Day and all that stuff. It was just everyone's so friendly. And I get to study what I want. And that's what mattered the most to me. So then I got in touch with the coaching staff. I visited, we got in touch, we talked, and then here I am. I'm super I remember I was in Home Depot with my mom, and I didn't know where I was going to go. And it was coming down, this is coming to the beginning of the summer. I didn't know where I'm going to go. And I got the final confirmation that I would be coming here playing baseball. And me and my mom just hugged it and cried at Home Depot, so fired up. We were so happy. Because academically, I loved it. And as soon as we can get the baseball portion scheduled away, it was like I can get two of the both worlds at the same exact time.
Wow.
And that mattered a lot.
Wow.
That really mattered a lot.
That's amazing. And then what are you studying?
So I study philosophy and religion studies, parentheses, theology.
Okay.
I'm a dual major. I study both. My philosophical background kind of came from when I was younger. I was in Catholic school, and my dad always questioned me on sorry guys,
no, you're good,
on theology and all that stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome in philosophy. And I had a family member of mine go through this real skeptic portion of life, really skeptic, had a tough time with understanding if God's real, how can God be real, what does it mean to be good, all this other stuff. And I kind of just saw that and I was like, I can study this? Absolutely, I'm in. You know what I mean? Like there's just no way I'm not. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I study philosophy and religion. They both go hand in hand. I do a lot of philosophy, Catholic theology stuff, problem of evil and metaphysics, and some epistemology, which helps in religion and philosophy. So I study those things. And this summer I went to a seminar at Rutgers in New Jersey. I'm always asking questions of my professors, and I just love doing it. Like, there's just no way. Like, I have a philosophy class at 8:30. No one really wants to be there, I think, but I'm there on time, ready to go. Because I just get all geeked. I'm all excited. You know what I mean? I just love that stuff.
I love that. And position for baseball, pitcher, right?
So I'm a right-hand pitcher. Yeah, I'm a reliever.
Okay.
Here, yeah, I play baseball.
I want to know.
I throw objects.
Yeah, I want to know, is there any integration from you studying philosophy and how you show up on the baseball field?
Yeah, 100%. So whenever you're studying a dilemma, whether it's like a trolley problem or is there things like how do we know what we know, or I'm going to go out to an outing, if I studied properly, answering certain dilemmas should go just as smooth as executing well on the mound.
Wow.
So it's all in the
the
preparation that I felt like the first thing I actually came to you about was I'm struggling in baseball. Why is that? But I'm doing well in all my philosophy or religion classes. And I'm motivated to do both. A lot of times I feel like it's a question of motivation. When we're taking a class that's a core class or a requirement, you know, you hear kids say, well, I study business, but why am I studying sociology or something like that? And it could be tough to find time for things that are required of you, but you might not be motivated to do.
Yes.
So I said to you, I was like, well, I'm struggling. And the first thing you said was, are you consistent? Well, absolutely not. I'm getting 4 hours of sleep there. I'm eating 3 meals one day. Then the other day I'm eating 2 meals, but then I'm getting 9 hours of sleep. Well, the first thing I have to do is start getting consistent. So we know it's not in the preparation why I did bad.
Wow.
It's in other things.
Wow.
And you told me this directly. I remember I visited you in the Grace Center.
Now I need to hear this.
Yeah. In the office, you told me this stuff.
I remember, yeah.
You told me this stuff. So I was like, okay, let's try to get some consistency to when if I perform bad or I do bad on a test, we know where it came from. So the first thing we can look at is say, okay, well, I've got a 94 on this exam, but recently I got a 75. But I know the information. So am I not executing well, or am I just not prepared? Because then if I'm not prepared, I'm looking at chance. If I think I'm going to succeed on chance, I'm going to suffer drastically.
That's tough.
Because I'm going to be rolling with the dice, winning one day, losing the other. And that's when you don't have confidence. And you told me confidence is key. Like you gave me an example. You were like, Steph Curry can go 0 for 50, and on the 51st shot, it's the same confidence and intent. That's radical to think about.
Yeah, radical.
But it's like I'm in a critical reasoning course where we study logic and break down arguments. And I literally, the first 2 weeks of class, went through the class smooth, no issues. Then I struggled. And I'm like, why am I second-guessing myself? Had the same confidence. And you told me this, and it changed my dynamic of the fall. My first 2 outings, ended up pitching, struggling, came back from my 3rd outing after a long conversation. After 2 weeks of reflection, went out, struck out the side in the inning. He went up, struck out 3 guys in a row, got out the inner squad well. And then for the rest of the fall, pitched pretty stable, got out of tough spots, did well in great spots, and then we were able to do well. So I think there's a huge connection of both. You know, I can't expect to study certain things if I haven't read this the same way. I can't expect to have success in things unless I've done this as well.
That's so deep, man.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, totally. It's as radical as you want it to be, but it's as important as you make it to yourself. If you pride yourself on this, you will have the chance. You know, so now that the season's over, I got some weight to cut. I got some goals I want to do conditioning-wise, and it's just going out and doing them.
Just doing
You know, if you have the plan, it's just based on execution, and that's something that you can control. There's a lot of times I felt like in my baseball career, I didn't have any good direction on what I wanted to do. Or if I wanted to throw harder, well, how was I going to do that? Or if I wanted to get a better curveball, how was I going to do that? Once you get the plan, you kind of just put it on yourself. Do you want to be the guy who has the plan and not does it? I don't think so.
Right.
So that's the way it's connected so much, you know. There's no way I'm going to be able to understand original sin if I've never looked at anything biblically or looked at anything on ethics and epistemology and all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really deep, man. Do you think that, is there like a a certain philosophy that you kind of live your life with?
Oh,
Like maybe a personal
that's good.
philosophy, a theme,
Yeah.
something that you really.
So the first thing I look at, and you look at any of the teachings of Jesus or any of the really truly the great people that have helped out so many people, is they had a way of looking at people with the benefit of the doubt. So like I used to be someone that, like if you bumped into me in public, I'd be like, oh, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? But then I would be like, well, it's a mother of 4. She has 4 kids by herself. Her hands are full. It's not really much malice about it. So that's what I looked at. Are people really doing stuff maliciously and evil? Or are they just, it is what it is?
Wow.
Or is there some type of random or chaos that happens? You know? And old priest here at Lemoyne, Father Pat, he told me this quote, and it was so essential to me, and I'll never forget it. He said, if you could make God not love you, you would be greater than God. Ever since then, if I allow, and that can go for all things, if I let a problem in one class defeat my other classes, I'll be letting that class defeat me.
Wow.
Being able to control and hold things at bay is so essential because before you know it, well, I'm going to skip this class to go to this office hour.
So true.
Well, then my grades start slipping in that class. Or it's like, well, I usually go lift after practice, but I got this test coming up. Well, then, boom, it's one day. Oh, it's a cheat day. I'll skip a meal, or I'll eat pizza and fries when I know I'm not supposed to. Well, then one cheat day comes in a second,
Dang.
Yeah. And then my second philosophy, and this started coming all this year after seeing freshman year of where I struggled. I mean, I was struggling so much when I had to get a medical incomplete because I couldn't write because I had hand surgery. I went and saw Miss Allison Farrell. I had to get that taken care of. A bunch of stuff was just falling apart. And after looking at it after a year, another philosophy was, if I can keep things at bay, I will always have some type of success, be able to manage things well. And that just takes confidence and really thinking about it.
Keep things at bay.
Hold the water, just keep holding the water. And things can kind of sort itself out.
Like in the sense of like making sure that you're doing the things that you have control over,
right?
And holding tight on that.
100%.
Okay.
100%. And if I looked at all the things I struggled with last year, majority of them were things I couldn't control, but I could have controlled by reaction.
That's good. That's stoicism right there.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. The Stoics. But the Stoics would be sitting here having a cup of coffee with us. They love,
right.
They love that type of stuff. It's
not what happens to you, it's how you respond to what happens to you.
Right? Totally.
That's
I know. It's like, and it's insane to think about because oftentimes we think of things as getting revenge or, I had this thing where for a year, every outing I had on the mound was, those coaches didn't like me, or I didn't get that offer from that school. So they're going to feel me today. I'm going to go out and shove it. And 9 times out of 10, these people have long forgotten about you, went on 2 vacations, and don't even think about you anymore. But yet again, you're still holding that anger.
Yes.
Or you're still holding that vengeance when this person's already moved on.
Wow.
So you're thinking you're winning, and you're thinking you're taking, but you're realistically giving. You're giving your energy and your time to other things. Do you want to do that?
You're just depleting yourself.
Yeah. It's impossible to give everything to yourself and to other people. To 100% give all your energy and time to yourself, but then give 100% to other people.
Don't work.
No way.
Don't work.
I tried that last year. And now I just feel so much more complete knowing that I can take care of myself. And then when I take care of myself, when I hang out with other people,
I can show up in a better way.
And it's now that I have room to give.
Yes.
I now have more knowledge to give.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
That's beautifully said.
Totally.
Filling up your cup so that you can overflow into others rather than
100%. That's the best way to put it.
Constantly pouring and then eventually you don't have nothing left.
100%.
Yeah.
I like that the best. Filling your cup.
It's an overflow. You don't even want to pour. It's an overflow.
100%. It's just like, you know what? I have so much knowledge to, why wouldn't I want to share this with someone?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm always giving and I'm like, I got to do this again.
Yeah, 100%.
Here we go. They always come to me or,
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to show up to class, practice.
Exactly, absolutely. Like, I knew when I was growing in my knowledge, I had friends come to me and ask me tough questions. Like I had a teammate of mine come to me and was like, well, I had this family member die, where's God in that? Well, then I look at it with like such great honor and such dignity and saying like, wow, this person believes and knows that I'm trustworthy and I have enough knowledge to when I can answer something as personal as that, that's guidance. If you want to be a follower of Jesus, that's it right there. That, or just be a great person in general. That someone trusts me enough to when they'll come to me for personal insight.
For those type of stuff, yeah. Yeah, that's deep.
I mean, that's powerful.
Wow.
I mean, I looked at it with such honor. Like, you're willing to hang out with me and go through this philosophical or theological understanding because it's gonna give us, if you think about it and go into it, it makes us uncomfortable, but that's the knowledge. I mean, the person said to me, well, my uncle died from cancer. Well, where's God in there? Well, if there's a God who allowed that, I want nothing to do with them. And they come to me with that answer, and they want to hear what I have to say. We can look at it as like they're questioning my integrity or questioning my wisdom. But a lot of times they're curious to say, where can I go from here? And it's like, it's almost like my duty, I feel sometimes, to help people in that way. But I only had that when I had my cup full.
Right.
And we're going to keep filling it so we can keep dishing it away.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's all get on the train.
Yeah.
Everyone got to eat. Everyone's welcome to the table.
Yeah, come on, bro. Now we're going to end with a couple quick fire questions.
Cool, yeah.
Quick one-sentence questions.
Awesome, you got it.
And then we'll end with one last question. Is cool?
Awesome.
All right, so the first is coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea?
Yeah.
Stop.
I recently got into this tea. I was studying for a midterm, and the tea got me going.
I was not expecting that. Okay.
I know.
Morning person or night owl?
For the rest of my life, I've been a morning person, but I love driving at night.
Okay.
I'm like we got a 4-hour trip, leave at 9, get there at 1 type of guy.
Okay, I got you.
Stop at Wawa halfway through.
Yeah. All right, if you could acquire one skill immediately, what would it be? Any skill in the world.
Reading a lot better.
Any skill in the entire world, and you're going to choose reading a lot better.
Oh, because it would make everything else easier.
Okay.
If I could read, like if I had the ability to read a book in an hour.
Speak in all languages or do sign language or be able to.
Now we're getting.
Play the piano.
Oh.
Anything. And you say you want to read better.
Let's put it like that.
You want to read? I'm like, you can do that. You don't need that.
You know what?
Like instantly, you don't have to practice for. You could just instantly attain a skill.
I just have it. I'll probably try to throw 100.
All right,
yeah. Throw 100. Yeah. Oh man, I throw 100. Man. Then then instead of going to practice, I probably could have more podcasts.
Yeah,
you know
thanks, valid. Okay.
Throw 100. Yeah.
What's your favorite food spot in or around Syracuse?
So Core Life right there.
Oh yeah, smooth.
By
right.
the Moe's and the Jersey Subs.
Yeah.
I also Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, those rolls, man. You know those rolls?
I mean, I feel like that's nationwide though, Texas.
Yeah, it is nationwide. Or they have this like Victoria spot. It's like a Hispanic food on Erie Boulevard. I like that as well.
It's valid.
And I went to Red Chili. We were at Red Chili.
Yeah.
That was delicious, and the whole like atmosphere was pretty sick.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Other than that thing that happened. But
yeah.
Okay. Okay. And if everybody from the Moyne community was tuning in and listening right now, what is one thing you would say to them?
Everyone was. What would I say to them? Take advantage of the people that are willing to have relationships with you, and you'll be able to see how far you go from there. If we could take advantage of the opportunities our school has or our college has to develop social skills that create relationships with each other, let's bond on those the most.
Wow.
And this slogan means so much to me. Anything for Fintown. I'll do anything for the Fins.
Okay.
Roll Fins. I love Fintown. Every time I get into DeWitt, I'm in Fintown.
Dang,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Michael,
totally.
Big Mike, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
That is it for today. We want to give a huge thanks to LCTV for making this podcast possible in the studio space, to the Carroll College of Arts and Sciences, to the Grace Center for making this possible, and to Put God First, whose support also helps make this podcast possible. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Grace Center and LCTV in the links below so you never miss out on an episode. We will see you next week. Deuces.